Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to dive into the energies of May 2021. We're going to look at the collective energy for May. May is a universal one energy. So we're going to dive into that, take a closer look at those energies that we may feel collectively. And then I'm going to break the energy down for your particular life path number, and that will be labeled in the notes and on the thumbnail. So I hope that makes sense. I know a few people were confused on April's forecast, but basically, again, we're just going to start the podcast off by looking at the collective energies for the universal energy, and then we're going to break down your own life path number. Okay, so May 2021 is a 10-1 universal energy. So ultimately, it's a one universal energy. And so what that means is the collective energy of May is that of new starts, fortune, luck, and a turn for the better. So this is a great time to express authentic, innovative ideas in a way that allows you to sort of take the reins and take the lead within your own life. You know, do you want a new job? Do you want a new relationship? Is there a new project or experience that you want to have? This is the energy that supports you in the initiation. So go for it. It may not unfold exactly as you plan because there's always sort of a level of surrender involved in life, as we know, but it will bring you exactly what you need for this phase of your journey. So you just need to say yes and get started. So there may be instances this month where you find yourself standing alone, sort of required to make personal decisions. This can feel challenging at times, but it's in this solitude that you'll discover things about yourself and your journey that that were previously hidden. So this is a wonderful energy for self-discovery and for standing on your own 2 feet. This is going to be a time where you could see great rewards surface for efforts you've already expended. Things that felt challenging in the past sort of shift, and things begin to calm down enough for you to see more clearly and to gain the confidence needed in order to make those bold new starts that have been calling to you. So you may find that you receive some much needed clarity at this time around a circumstance where there may have been some conflict previously. This clarity will allow you to deal with a situation in a much more elevated way with a deeper understanding. And so that will allow you to move forward much more freely once things are settled. So this is an energy of initiation and change. So if there are areas within your life where a fresh new outlook is needed or a new start is beckoning, this is the month to make your move. Embrace this one energy for all that it has to offer. Okay, life path number 2. So I pulled an animal spirit card for you all for May, and you got flamingo spirit. And flamingo says, embrace the in-between. So I feel like for you all, May is going to be a month of not, regressing and not moving forward, but sort of maybe being in a little bit of a lull. And I think it's going to be really important for you to embrace that lull, to understand that when we find ourselves sort of no inspiration coming in, no motivation, that sort of thing, sometimes that happens for a reason. And the reason being is that we have everything that we need in the moment. And we're meant to have gratitude and embrace and enjoy, what we have accomplished and all that we have sort of attained up to this point. So there's, we're not meant to constantly be in striving mode or in action mode. There are times where we're meant to, again, enjoy and embrace the downtime, the lull. understand that there will be a time again where we have to strive, where the inspiration and the motivation comes in and we're called to action. But I just get this sense that this month for you, or a good portion of this month for you, is learning how to embrace that stillness and to be very appreciative and show gratitude for all that you have achieved up to this point. Okay, so it's kind of like if you set a goal for yourself, this is a time where it's almost like you've reached that goal and now you're meant to just embrace and enjoy being in that space. And then when it's time to strive again, the inspiration will come in, the motivation will come in, the action items will come in, and there's no need to force that. So I'm just getting that sense pretty strongly that, this would be a great month for you to maybe take a vacation, or to, again, take some time off and have a staycation and just really relish in and embrace all that you have achieved and accomplished up to this point. Okay. I do get this feeling that this month, resources and money may be on your mind quite a bit. So I'll take a closer look. I'll break it down for the month, but I do get this strong sense around finances, resources, material things. So yeah, just kind of keep that in mind. Okay, so I broke down the month into 4 weeks. And the first week, we have this energy of like confusion or sort of feeling overwhelmed about something. It's kind of like there's a lot of choices to be made here. And it's almost like you feel overwhelmed by all the choices, or there's a decision that you need to make. And it's almost like there's so much noise coming in from the external, like everybody's trying to offer their opinion or tell you what you should do around whatever the circumstance is. And so you just need to find a way to clear the clutter, or sort of step away from the noise, right? This is what I was talking about when I said that this one energy of May force you to sort of stand alone when you're making big decisions. And it doesn't necessarily even have to be a big decision. It just feels like this energy of like chaos, like you're trying to make some kind of a decision, but there's a lot of choices, or there's a lot of opinions coming in around this decision. And ultimately it's going to be about you going within and choosing what works for you. Okay. And drowning out that noise and, making things a little bit less complicated. It's like the more people we bring in to a situation for advice, the more complicated the decision can become, because we have so many things now we're working with, and it becomes very, very convoluted. So I just get this feeling of like, you may feel a little overwhelmed at the beginning of the month, like you have to make some kind of choice or decision. And you can just remember Flamingo's message of embrace the in-between, and you are the in-between. So it's like coming back to yourself, finding your center, and making your decision from that space. Okay. And I again, money or finances or resources are coming in. So it may be around like how you spend your money, or like what you're spending your money on, or something like that. So again, just try to follow your own inner guidance when it comes to this, because that's going to be your greatest compass. The second week, I feel like things are going to get a lot more clearer for you this second week of May. It's almost like where there was that confusion or chaos the beginning of the week. It was kind of like a test from the universe to be like, are you going to try to accommodate all of these people and their opinions of what you should do, or are you going to follow your own inner compass? And I feel like things become a lot clearer for you the second week of May. And it's almost like you really get a handle on whatever this is around your money or finances or whatever, and you know what to do. Like it becomes very crystal clear for you, and you're able to make a very decisive decision moving forward. So, but I do feel like you just have to trust that. And I think sometimes to struggle with trusting themselves when it comes to making these big decisions, because sort of an energy of that too is indecisiveness. And so I just think that this is going to be a month where it's like you're really going to have to trust yourself and trust your own guidance in making these decisions. But I feel like you're going to get a lot of clarity this second week, and that's going to help you to make that decision and to trust yourself. Then moving into the third week of May, I'm seeing like things picking up for you, like feeling a little bit more hectic, but I'm also getting this sense of like you needing to find your balance, you needing to find your center. It can also be that you are helping others to do that, to help sort of calm the waters, right? Like maybe there's some things going on. Again, it feels like it's around finances or resources. So it could be like there's some kind of argument or turbulence in a relationship when it comes to finances. And I feel like you're going to be the one who sort of needs to be the mediator in this situation to calm the waters. It's like if you show up to this conversation, hostile or sort of really aggressive, it's just going to sort of churn this energy even more and make things even more complicated. So you're really asked at this time to step into that 2 energy and help everyone sort of find their equilibrium, like around whatever this is, to sort of see both sides of the situation and then meet in the middle, if possible, right? And I feel like you may be the facilitator for that. So just pay attention to that. You may want to show up with sort of, with your opinions and, aggressively or whatever. But I think that you're going to find out pretty quickly that if you do that, it's not going to help the situation. You're the one that's going to really need to step in and be the mediator in this situation, whatever it is. And again, it does feel like it's around finances, could be around career or something like that, but it's just about really finding your balance and finding the balance of the situation for everyone involved. And that's interesting too, because I'm drawn back to flamingo spirit of that embrace the in-between. So again, it's like trying not to fall to any extremes this month, but finding your own balance and your own equilibrium. And in doing that, you're sort of leading by example to help others do the same. At the end of the month, I'm really seeing like things kind of really coming together, or at least the potential for that. I see like you have an opportunity to really have your finances in order, have really good stability and sort of really good decision making when it comes to your finances and how you're spending your money and what you're spending it on and that sort of thing, and how you're investing or whatever the case may be. I am getting this energy around like trying not to be too frugal though, because that also is an extreme. That's also can become toxic if we sort of, the word is escaping me. If we become too frugal, if we don't allow ourselves sort of to enjoy our resources, right? That sort of thing. So anyway, so just be aware of your resources, your financial situation, and how you're spending those resources, what you're doing. Are you hoarding your resources because you're afraid of lack? You have a fear of lack or something like that, because that's an extreme, right? So it's like you are not allowing yourself to enjoy what you have earned. So pay attention to that. If you see yourself really becoming too frugal and sort of punishing yourself for spending or enjoying the resources that you have accumulated, you have achieved, then there's some adjustment that needs to be made there. But I do see this energy around really feeling confident in your resources, your finances, your spending, all of that stuff, and really having a handle on it, if that makes sense. So this is good. I do see like you doing really well financially towards the end of the month, or at least the possibility for that. Again, it's just that energy of, it's like if you see that you're in a very good financial situation, to not punish yourself for that and then, become too frugal and hoard that, right? So don't overly deprive yourself, right? Deprivation, that is the word I was looking for. Deprivation is also an extreme, and it can also be toxic, just like living in excess, living excessively, right? So it's like you just want to find your in between. You want to find your center, and not beat yourself up or punish yourself if you fall into one of those extremes. You just want to find your way back out of it and find your center and create that healthy relationship with your finances, with money, right? And your resources, whatever it can be. It doesn't have to be money, but it feels material. So, yeah, I feel like May for you all twos is really going to be very tuned into your energy, which is about balance and finding your equilibrium and being that mediator for yourself and for others. So you may see that coming very strongly this month. But really, I think a key this month for you all is going to really be about trusting yourself. And if you don't trust yourself, figuring out why and really working through that and then finding a way to trust yourself. So beautiful, powerful energy for the month of May for you all twos. Definitely, don't beat yourself up if you find yourself in a lull. Just embrace it. Embrace that in between. This is going to be a month of finding the balance, okay? Finding your own balance and then moving with that, okay? So I hope it's a beautiful May for you all. Take care, everyone. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.